Guys, I'll take over from Eliza, but she's gonna sing a song for us tomorrow morning. The first thing on the bus, okay? Sounds good? Alright.
The next day.
Yes guys, I sang Handog ng Pilipino sa Mundo in North Korea. For those of you who doesn't know the song, this was the anthem of the 1986 EDSA revolution in the Philippines. I find the song quite fitting because we're heading to the most tense border in the whole world, the border between North and South Korea. You know guys, that even after 50 years, these two nations are still in Cold War. Nakakalungkot. They used to be one nation before. So this is part 3 of my vlog about my trip to North Korea. And guys, thank you very much for all the warm remarks that you have given me for the previous 2 vlogs that I uploaded. And for those who haven't subscribed yet, make sure that you like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. So we are now on day 4 of our trip to North Korea, and we headed to 3 major sites: the De-Militarized Zone, Kaesong City, and Sariwon City. The DMZ, or the 38th Parallel North, is the most tense border in the entire world because this is the border of North Korea and South Korea. Any small mistakes that might happen here may trigger a war between the 2 countries. Guys, alam nyo ba, na lumagpas ka lang sa border na yan, pwede ka nang barilin?
And on the South Korean side, you'll see a South Korean flag. We'll see that a lot clearer once we arrive. And if you look to your right, you'll see the blue house.
I'm in Panmunjom. This is the North Korea side, and we are going to the blue tent. These are the blue tents owned by the United Nations and where North and South Korea hold peaceful negotiations. For some undisclosed reasons, they didn't allow us to get into the blue tent from North Korea's side.
Flashback.
But a few years back when I traveled South Korea, they allowed us to get in and experience how it feels like to be inside the blue tent. Guys, there was a news that there used to be a 12-hour conference between North and South Korea and none of the North Koreans even stood up to pee. Grabe!
End of flashback.
So it says July the 7th, 1994.
1994년 7월 7일 전에 우리 시로님께서 저국통일과 관련한 중요한 문건을 봐주셨습니다.
So that day, very late at night, he examined the document related to the country's reunification.
그 문건 표지에 이 친필을 남기신 우리 시로님께서 그로부터 몇 시간이 지나 위대한 심장의 바람을 멈추셨습니다.
And after examining, he signed on the document. On the first page of that document, him is July the 7th, 1994. And in a few hours later, he passed away in his office room.
우리는 어버이 시로님의 애국 애적의 순간 업적을 길이 전해가기 위해서 민족 분열의 아픔을 안고 있는 여기 판문점의 위대한 시로님의 킹푸드를 고립하였습니다.
So in order to convert to prosperity the noble exploits of the President Kim Il-sung for the country's reunification, we erected the monument with his signature here, Panmunjom, the symbol of national division.
친필의 길이는 우리 시로님께서 친필을 남기신 연도로 의미해서 9.4m로 하였습니다.
The monument is 9.4 meters long, symbolizing 1994.
비문판의 길이는 친필 날짜로 의미해서 7.7m로 하였습니다.
And the epitaphical part of the monument is 7.7 meters long, so symbolizing July the 7th.
친필비의 높이는 우리 시로님의 탄생일을 의미해서 4.15m로 하였습니다.
And the height of the monument is 4.15, symbolizing the birthday of the president.
여기서 간단히 사진들을 찍고 다음 로드로 돌아보겠습니다.
After photos, we move to the other place.
Thank you for the visit to Panmunjom from a long journey.
많은 여러분들이 방송을 하는데 지금
So today we're living around this area, Panmunjom, which is military occupied.
먼저 지도와 여러분들을 통하여 방송에 대해서 안내합니다.
So first we will give you the brief explanation about Panmunjom through the map. Can you hear me?
여기가 방송이
So now this is Panmunjom, where we are.
지도에서 검은색으로
So the black line on the map that shows the military demarcation line.
그 상계선의 총 연장 길이는 257km.
And it extends 257 kilometers long.
그 상계선로 북한하고 2km 긴장대가 위치되십니다.
And there are De-Militarized Zone DMZ 2 kilometers respectively in the north and also in the south. So totally 4 kilometers DMZ.
긴장대는 쌍방울 구조가 충분히 맞게 마시면서 이쪽 중계 자원을 풀어주는
So inside the De-Militarized Zone, both sides they can't carry heavy weapons. Only they can carry the single shotguns or pistol for their safety, because it's as a buffer zone to protect the both sides armed conflict. And that building, now we are inside that building.
김은장 국경개선입니다.
And that is the border line of DMZ on our side.
김은장 안에는 이 마을이 대성시
And
판문점.
that's called Panmunjom village, which is located in our DMZ area.
여기서 약 240여 세대의 농민들이 농사를 짓고
So
있습니다.
in that village, more than 240 families, they are living there. And also they are doing farming inside the DMZ area.
여기 정전 단판단과 정전을 좀
And here are two buildings, a small building. We have the armistice talks with American side, and the big one for this armistice signing ceremony hall was held.
노란색 같은 것은 이 구역이 판문점입니다.
And yellow dotted area, it's called Panmunjom meeting area.
해전국이 구성되시면 여기 이곳에 판문점이 나옵니다.
And you can see the demarcation line across over the 7 buildings. So it's waving, not straight line.
여기 기자실을 준비하시면 실습을
And that is the monument which has the autograph of President Kim Il-sung.
위치 판문각과 판문점입니다.
And that's outside pavilions, Panmun Pavilion and Reunification Pavilion.
앞에 있는 곳이 그들이 잘 썼습니다.
And this building, it's the South Korean side building. They call this building as Freedom House.
흰색으로 표시하면서 우리 군인들이 쳐서 있고 푸른색으로 표시하면서
Small white buildings are our soldiers' post, and the blue ones for the American soldiers' post.
여러분들의 신변 안전을 위해서 여기서부터 무장한 우리 군인들이 함께 동행합니다.
So for your safety, from now, you will be accompanied by the military guide and also the military soldiers, because this is quite tense area. Okay? Oh, please stand here, not this side.
여기가 정전협정 저인장입니다.
So this is the armistice signing ceremony hall.
처음 저인식 문제를 타야 때 놈들이 야외 천막을 치고 저영하자고 제기했습니다.
So the Americans, they first suggested to have the armistice signing ceremony, not this kind of the permanent building, but outside in a temporary tent.
그것은 구웠던 기자들도 이 저인식장을 찍지 못하게 함으로써 역사의 제놈들의 패망상을 남지 않으려는 교활한 수책이었습니다.
And it was like they don't want to leave anything. So that's why they wanted to have the ceremony outside. And then after the ceremony, they will take away the tent. So it will leave nothing. So they just suggested to have the ceremony outside, not inside the building.
위대한 수령 김일성 대원수님께서는 정전협정 저인은 우리 세계에서 처음으로 미국이 타sun한 위대한 순이라고 하시면서 저인식을 위신 있고 위기할 때 대해서 가르쳐 주셨습니다.
And President Kim Il-sung said that the Korean War, from our point of view, it is a great victory to defeat the Americans. So we should have the signing ceremony in a big and significant way.
우리는 전쟁으로 형편임 없이 어려웠지만 이 건물을 5일 동안에 완공했습니다.
So this building we completed for 5 days, even though the situation was not good because we are doing the war at that time.
여기 책상 위에 놓인 책들이 정전협정 국어원들입니다.
So we can see the manuscript of the armistice agreement on our side and on the US side.
여기 있는 비행기는 미국 전시장입니다.
And that's the UN flag. I mean, there are 2 flags and the old one that was used at that time.
This
여기
one.
책상과 의자들이 그때 당시 것들입니다.
And also the tables and chairs are all the original ones.
전시된 사진들을 열어보고 해전으로.
So now we also display some photos behind, so you can look around the photos and take picture. And we move to the Panmunjom meeting area.
Guys, you heard it. From North Korean perspective, they won the war.
여기가 정전담판 회장입니다.
So this is the place where we had the armistice talks with American side.
전쟁에서 심대한 피해를 입은 미국이 시간을 넘기 위해서 1981년 6월 30일 우리 측에 정전담판을 재개했습니다.
So after 1 year, the Americans they suffered a great loss in the war. So on June 1951, they first suggested to have the armistice talks with our side.
정전담판이 1981년 7월 10일 오전 10시부터 가성 시리아 공장에서 진행되었습니다.
So the first talk was held in Panmunjom, Kaesong City, from June the 10th, 1951.
10월 25일부터 담판 장소를 여기로 옮겼습니다.
And in this place, we have the talks from October the 25th, 1951.
정전담판에서 우리가 이쪽을 차지하고 미국 이쪽을 차지했습니다.
So when we had talks, our side took this side, and that's for the American side. They took this one.
여기 가운데 자리가 우리 측 수석 대표였던 남인대 당원지가 앉았던 자리입니다.
So the middle seat that was by our chief delegate, General Namim. He took the middle seat.
정전담판에서는 군사분 개선 설정과 허락의 문제를 비롯한 5가지 정황을 가지고 2년 동안 진행을 벌였습니다.
So the talks was held for 2 years. Mainly they discussed about how to draw the military demarcation line and how to fix up the demilitarized zone and also the exchange of war prisoners. So mainly they discussed about 5 things and it took for 2 years.
이 기간에 718차례의 각종 회의들이 진행되었습니다.
So there were more than several kinds of meetings and talks. So more than 718 talks and meetings were held in this building.
여기 책상과 의자들이 그때 당시 것들입니다.
And we can see the original tables and chairs.
건물을 돌아보고 전시하러 가겠습니다.
So now we take picture here, look around, and we move to the other place for the signing ceremony hall.
Today, the Amnesty Tent serves as a museum that showcases how the North Koreans won the Korean War. At the end of the museum is a shop that sells propaganda posters. Guys, look, I got one as a souvenir. Look at this. This is intricately painted here on this paper. So usually the propaganda posters are against the US and the Japanese.
Hi, these are my group people. Traveling now to some museums, and and that's where we are going. So you can see, Elisa bought some stamps from.
I'm going to send it to my loved ones.
Oh well, I'm gonna send mine too, but yeah. I don't know where my stamps are. I have not actually bought any of it yet. We are going back to our bus, right?
Yes, we are.
Oh, really? Okay. So we're walking back to our bus. Yeah, that's about it for this trip. It's something like a... it feels like a South Korea actually. Yeah, that's it.
We are on our way to Kaesong City, the industrial side of the DMZ. Contrary to the propaganda news that we are hearing from outside, you can see how beautiful and tranquil this place is. The roads are wide and there are many buildings that serves as housing for the locals.
The Kaesong is the old town of Korea dynasty. The Korea dynasty had existed from 918 until 792 for more than 500 years. At that time, Korea was the main capital of Korea dynasty. So like a Panmunjom from Kaesong, it's 10 kilometers more. So from Pyongyang to Kaesong, it's 160 kilometers.
In Kaesong, we visited the Koryo Museum, an open-air museum that reflects the legacy of Kaesong when it was still the capital of both Koreas.
This was used as a lecture hall,
Which is
like a 500 years old building.
This area has the remains of the palace during the Taebong Kingdom. Today, this area functions as North Korea's light industry center and houses the oldest university in the city.
A few moments later.
We then headed for lunch where they served us dog meat soup. So guys, sounds familiar.
Okay guys, so to start from, I'll wait for everyone else.
see, this is recording. It's a bicycle town. And this is our next destination.
After lunch, we traveled to Sariwon, a city 90 minutes away from Pyongyang. We went to an open-air museum and climbed a hill to see the idyllic beauty of the city. Ano guys, windang na kayo? I hope you are enjoying watching my vlogs. This is it for now. I hope you watch out for part 4 of my vlog about North Korea. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. See ya!